In Re Anthem Inc. Data Breach Litigation. Online claim form for out-of-pocket costs. Instructional video. Eligible reimbursements. Out-of-pocket costs incurred after January 2015, which may be eligible for reimbursement, include credit monitoring and identity protection services, unreimbursed losses, fees, or charges incurred as a result of identity fraud or theft, professional fees and other costs incurred addressing identity fraud or theft, costs associated with credit freezes, miscellaneous expenses incurred in connection with identity fraud or theft, time spent correcting issues related to the data breach, and preventative measures that were incurred in or after February 2015 in response to the Anthem data breach. Please note, this list provides examples only. Other costs may be reimbursed, provided they are documented. At the top right-hand corner of this website, locate the File Claim text. Click on the link. Under What Would You Like to Do? Click on the text that states, File a claim for out-of-pocket costs. If you received a notice in the mail or by email, click on I have a claim number and want to file online. If you did not receive a notice in the mail or by email, or you cannot locate it, click on I do not have a claim number and want to file online. For faster claims processing, please use your claim number. If you received a notice via email, your 13-character claim ID is located in the upper left-hand corner. If you received a postcard in the mail, your 13-character claim ID is located on the front of the card above your name and address. Enter your claim ID exactly as it is shown in the space provided. After you enter your claim ID, press Enter or click on the Login button. If you entered a claim ID or proceeded without a claim ID, you will be prompted to enter your contact information. You must enter your first name, last name, primary mailing address, including city, state, and zip code, your email address, your home phone number, preferably a mobile, and your date of birth. If you know the last 4 digits of your healthcare ID number, you may enter them. If you would like to provide a work phone number, preferably a mobile, you may enter that as well. In addition, if there are any other names you have previously used, you may enter them as alternative first name and alternative last name. That information is not required. Check the box if you are filing on behalf of the claimant listed above. You are filing on behalf of the claimant if you are their executor, president, trustee, guardian, custodian, and so on. Documentation of harm. Select a cost type from the drop-down menu on the right-hand side. Click on the little button to see the various cost types. Select the cost type that you think best matches your situation. Next, provide a description of the documentation you intend to submit with your claim. You will also need to provide the approximate date of the loss as well as the amount of the loss. If you think you suffered from more than one cost type or more than one of any type of cost, you may click the Add Another Loss button to add another. Here you will see the cost types provided by the drop-down menu. Select the cost type that you think best applies to your situation, and then complete the additional information. If you think more than one cost type applies to your situation, click Add Another Loss and repeat this procedure until all cost types you think apply to your situation have been entered. Claims for additional time. If you spent time fixing issues related to the data breach, you may be compensated at $15 per hour or unpaid time off of work at your actual hourly rate, whichever is greater. You will not be compensated for more than 10 hours of time spent fixing issues related to the data breach without a detailed showing how this time was expended and why it was necessary. If you spent time fixing issues relating to the Anthem data breach, please indicate the number of hours here. If you took unpaid time off of work, please provide documentation of the number of hours that you took off of work and provide your hourly wage below. Please explain in detail how this time was expended and why it was necessary. Please also provide documentation of the potential fraud and/or identity theft that made this expenditure of time necessary. For example, a letter from the IRS or bank or a police report. You must provide documentation to support your out-of-pocket cost claims. You may upload your documentation to this website by clicking on the Select Files button, then locating the files on your computer and uploading them. The uploading files will be listed underneath the button that says Select Files. If you would prefer to mail copies of your documentation, check the box that says check this box if you would prefer to mail in documentation. Select a payment option. Check the box next to how you would like to receive your payment. If you select the PayPal option, you must enter your payment email address. If you choose to be paid by check, you don't need to do anything else. However, remember, if your mailing address changes, you need to let the claims administrator know your new address. Check the box certifying, under penalty of perjury, that the information you are providing is true and correct to the best of your knowledge. If you are filing this claim form on behalf of someone else, check the box that states, check this box if filing on behalf of the claimant. Once the certification section is complete, you may press Enter or click on the Agree and Submit button. Congratulations! You have successfully submitted your claim. Take a moment to print or record the claim you selected, as well as your claim submission ID. If, during the upload documentation stage, you decided to check the box stating that you would mail in your supporting documentation, a transmittal letter would have been provided at the end of your submission. The transmittal letter looks like the image provided here. Be sure to print the transmittal letter and mail it along with copies of your supporting documentation. Please include copies only, not originals, of supporting documentation. Supporting documentation will not be returned. Step 4. Mail your supporting documentation. Mail your transmittal letter along with copies of your supporting documentation to In Re Anthem Inc. Data Breach Litigation, P.O. Box 404012, Louisville, Kentucky 40233-9821. Transmittal letters and supporting documentation are due 1 year after final approval. The final approval date is estimated to be on or around February 1st, 2018, so claim forms and supporting documentation will likely be due by February 1st, 2019. To receive priority, claims should be received by the effective date. The earliest possible effective date is March 5th, 2018. Out-of-pocket cost claims will not be paid until after the effective date.